Aid shipments into Gaza have been shrinking over the last few months, and in the first 2 weeks of October, no aid has arrived at all. People are becoming increasingly desperate. The UN has warned 2.2 million people are in urgent need of basic help. And just last week, the US told the UN Security Council that Israel needs to address urgently catastrophic conditions in the Gaza Strip and stop intensifying suffering by limiting aid deliveries. Now, two top US officials, Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Lloyd, the Defence Secretary, have written to the Israelis outlining specific steps that must be taken inside the next 30 days. These include allowing a minimum of 350 trucks a day to enter Gaza, creating pauses in the fighting to allow aid delivery, and rescinding evacuation orders for civilians where there is no operational need. Failure to take urgent action could lead to US military aid being blocked.
What we have seen over the past few months is that the level of humanitarian assistance has not been sustained. In fact, it has fallen by over 50% from where it was at its peak. So the Secretary, along with Secretary Austin, thought it was appropriate to make clear to the government of Israel that there are changes that they need to make again to see that the level of assistance making it into Gaza comes back up from the very, very low levels that it is at today.
This is the strongest ultimatum yet that Washington has sent the Israelis. There are clear goals and a transparent timeline, but it doesn't mean that there's a long-term change in the US attitude to the way the Israelis are prosecuting the war in Gaza. The White House says the letter is in keeping with communications the US has had with Israel throughout the conflict. From the Pentagon, a warning the US is serious, having already blocked one shipment to Israel.
We continue to have frank conversations with them. As you know, we do still have that one shipment of the 2,000-pound bombs currently still paused.
Critics say Israel has broken US and international law repeatedly, but the Biden administration has failed repeatedly to hold it to account. But it's clear Blinken and Austin believe Israel is responsible for the deteriorating humanitarian situation in Gaza, which is putting millions at risk. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, at the State Department.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.